One man is dead after fire destroyed a house in Whitley County. We'll have the latest on the investigation just ahead.
Police say they believe one man could be connected to more than a dozen burglaries in a Lexington neighborhood.
And people from around the world are reacting to last night's debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. An early morning fire took the life of a southern Kentucky man.
It happened on Kentucky 26 in Woodbine in Whitley County. WKYT's Phil Pendleton has more on the investigation. It's our top story at 4:30.
The fire was first spotted about 6:30 this morning, but when the fire department got here, the fire chief tells me the home was already pretty much a total loss as flames were shooting through the roof. They say they worked to prevent the fire from spreading to the woods and other nearby structures. Then once inside, they discovered the man's body. That man was found in the living room area of the home. That is also where investigators believe the fire started. I'm told the homeowner, a disabled man, lived here alone. He was a smoker, but it's not known that that actually caused the fire. State police and the fire marshal were called, but that is all protocol in deadly fires.
Not at this time. I've got KSP arson out of London Post down here. They're going through right now. The coroner, he's been here and just basically going through procedures, trying to get everything taken care of, see what actually did start the fire.
The home, again, a total loss. It cannot be salvaged. There was not much inside that could be saved. The fire department worked much of the day. Kentucky Highway 26 was closed most of the day while the various fire departments and investigators worked to manage the scene. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The coroner has not identified the victim but says he's 62. Police need your help finding a man connected to several thefts in a Lexington neighborhood.
They say that 25-year-old Jared Dunaway is a person of interest in several thefts in the Fairway neighborhood. WKYT's Victor Puente has the latest on the investigation.
Police say thieves have hit more than a dozen homes in this neighborhood. Now, they've identified a man they say could be connected. Lexington police say over the past month, more than a dozen burglaries, thefts, or attempted thefts have been reported near Holiday Road. This morning, they sent a release identifying 25-year-old Jared Dunaway as a person of interest in these cases. They say these incidents involve TVs stolen from back porches and patios. They're also investigating lawn equipment taken from garages. One woman living on this road told me she heard someone trying to get into her home a few days ago, but her dog started barking and scared him off. Another woman told me she started being more vigilant about making sure her doors are locked and her alarm system is on.
I think that the more attention is brought to the fact that this neighborhood is tightening up and being more careful, I think that that will discourage people from coming around here.
Before this morning, Jared Dunaway was already wanted by Lexington police. He has 3 outstanding warrants for failure to appear, shoplifting, and terroristic threatening. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Lexington police say that since this morning, they have also obtained a warrant for Dunaway's arrest for burglary.
The mother of a 13-year-old boy who was killed in a crash says she wants justice. Dakota Honeycutt was killed in April on Highway 223 in Knox County. The driver of the car was a 19-year-old distant relative, and now the boy's mother is saying she had asked her not to drive with her son in the car.
And I told her, I said, no, he can't go with you because you can't drive. And she said, oh, come on, let him go with me. And I said, no, he can't go.
Honeycutt says she was busy with work, and before she knew it, her son was gone. It was only 15 minutes before she received a call saying her son was dead. No charges have been filed against the driver of the car. Investigators say they are waiting on blood test results to determine if she was under the influence. It's become a beautiful day today with a nice fall feel to it.
We should stay like this for a few more days, but it's not going to stay that way for long. Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Chris, I guess we could use some rain, couldn't we?
Yeah, we really could. It's been dry so far for September. We got a little drink in a lot of cases yesterday, but we need to add to that, and I see that taking place over the next 3 or 4 days, and actually even chillier air is on the way as well. So let's soak up the beauty that is out there. Now look at eastern Kentucky, those mountains getting ready to show off a little bit as the fall colors begin to show up. Lexington Cam, some ice crystal clouds, those are cirrus clouds beginning now to show up, and typically you'll see those out ahead of some changes, and those changes are ready to push in from the northwest. Defender Radar Network, tomorrow at this time when you tune in, chances are we're going to have at least a broken line of showers and some thunderstorms on top of us, courtesy of this cold front that is now screaming from north to south, and that big spin showing up over the UP of Michigan. That's an upper level low that is going to drop almost due south into the Ohio Valley, and you see all that nasty weather from Minneapolis to Green Bay toward parts of Michigan. Well, that's on top of Kentucky starting late tomorrow and really carrying us through the rest of the week and into the start of the upcoming weekend. So here's what we're going to be dealing with for the day tomorrow. Temperatures 40s to start, a spike toward the 70s, then a big drop with rain becoming likely during the second half of the day. When I come back in a few minutes, we will show you how this big upper level low, guys, just is going to park itself and take up residence across the Bluegrass State. An interesting look on our hour-by-hour forecast map.
Chris, thank you. Now, viewers around the world watched last night's debate with high interest.
It was broadcast live in many countries with groups of people gathering for viewing parties. WKYT has the global reaction.
Really smart. At a coffee shop in Beijing, 24 millennials tuned in to watch Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. Several felt the candidates misrepresented relations between the U.S. and China, but thought Trump would be friendlier towards their country. Student Wang Pei says, I personally like Trump's character, and he feels like a fighter. But from the performance, I think Clinton was more like a mature politician.
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
Russian TV said the candidates were ready for confrontation, and on the streets of Moscow, reaction varied. This young mother says the U.S. would, quote, blame Russia for anything right now. And when Clinton suggested that Russia could be behind recent cyber attacks, this 29-year-old engineer said, maybe those were, in fact, Russian hackers, but I don't think they were operating on the order of the government.
Here in London, where betting is part of the culture, odds makers picked Hillary Clinton as the clear winner, with 2 to 5 odds that she will be the next president.
As their critiques come in from Slovakia to South Korea, some have an altogether different take on the debate. One Egyptian diplomat summed it up as boring, saying both candidates lacked leadership charisma. Terry Okita, CBS News, London.
The presidential candidates will face off again on October 9th in St. Louis. Today is National Voter Registration Day, and there's been a huge jump in voter registration here in Kentucky. The Secretary of State says Facebook's reminder helped with the increase. On Friday, Facebook launched a voter registration reminder across Kentucky. Users who are 18 and older received a notification at the top of their newsfeed reminding them to register to vote. Since then, more than 25,000 Kentuckians have registered to vote or updated their registration using GoVoteKY.com. October 11th is the deadline, by the way, to register to vote for the November 8th general election.
One of the most enduring tourist attractions in the nation's capital is closing indefinitely. The Washington Monument is experiencing ongoing problems with its elevator. The lone elevator carrying visitors to the top of the 555-foot obelisk has broken down frequently the past 2 years, and it needs to be modernized. A young woman from eastern Kentucky will be one of the stars on a new CBS all-access digital reality show. 21-year-old Whitney Hogg of Whitesburg will be one of 13 house guests on Big Brother Over the Top. It'll be the first ever digital edition of the show. Hogg, a Big Brother superfan, says her strategy for winning is to make people fall in love with her southern, bubbly personality. The show begins streaming live at 10 tomorrow night on CBS All Access.
Things like this don't happen to a Eastern Kentucky girl, so I think it'll change my life in a big way, just getting Eastern Kentucky out there.
All the house guests are competing for $250,000. Good luck to her.
Adele will be celebrating yet another victory. More details ahead here on WKYT News at 4:30.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Well, a very nice day wrapping up across the Bluegrass State. Those low and mid 70s out there. Blue skies, low humidities as well. Let's soak it up. Big changes on the way over the next couple of days. Let's jump into what's going on right now. Most thermometers are 70 to 75 degrees throughout central and eastern Kentucky, and that's what we're going to continue to deal with as the next couple of hours unfolds. Sun sets, boom, temperature's going to drop quickly. Defender Radar Network, nothing going on across central and eastern Kentucky. Don't expect a big change in that until we get into the middle of the day tomorrow when this cold front shows up across the Ohio Valley. Low pressure that is spinning here into sections of the Great Lakes will continue to drop its way on into town. Chilly air comes in behind that. You got a lot of low clouds. You got a lot of rain that will be coming in as well. No, it's not going to just rain all the time. You're going to get these little rounds of showers and some thunderstorms starting second half of tomorrow and really kicking into high gear as we go into the latter part of the week. So tomorrow we'll start the day out in pretty good shape. Showers, thunderstorms will begin to increase middle of the day into the afternoon. Temperatures as the rain set in will begin to drop off. Gusty showers still around on Thursday. Not going to rain all day. Wednesday, Thursday, or even Friday, but temperatures are going to be way below normal, and in a few spots, you're talking low 60s. That'll border on the chilly side of things for this time of year. So it's a pattern that kept us way above normal to all of a sudden now seeing that number dropping to below normal, courtesy of this upper level low that is going to drop in across the Ohio Valley. Watch our timeline. We go through Wednesday, we go into Thursday, and you notice how this system isn't moving a whole heck of a lot. And you see the flow going around that. That's got a lot of cool air trapped underneath that. So you get a round or two of some showers and storms each day. Chilly temperatures to go along with those gusty winds, and that's what a big area of cutoff low pressure in the upper levels generally brings to the Ohio Valley. And you can see how quickly things begin to go downhill on the hour-by-hour forecast. 11 o'clock this evening, we've got upper 50s that'll show up. Heading into the day on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, a chance for a shower, thunderstorm first half of the day. A lot of dry times early, and it gets wet into the afternoon. A little rumble of thunder, gusty winds out there as well. 11 o'clock on Wednesday evening, still the threat for a shower or storm. That'll carry us into the day on Thursday as well, when that upper low is parking itself across the Ohio Valley. So everything's going to kind of spin around that low that goes counterclockwise. Here's 11 o'clock on Thursday with the threat for a shower or thunderstorm. Then watch what happens on Friday. So this little blob of rain is out there. It's kind of going from east to west. Now watch it kind of curl back in under that low coming at us from the west and the southwest. And look at what the rain can do to temperatures. 5 o'clock on Friday, this has got 60 into Danville, 61 Frankfort, 63 Lexington. So you get under some rain over the next few days. It's going to be on the chilly side as well with, again, 60-ish. You get outside of that, a little ray of sunshine each day can boost the thermometer up where you live a little bit. Heading into the weekend. Starting out Saturday wet, I think we end it with better weather blowing in. And once that gets in here, that should carry us into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But it is awfully, awfully nice out there today, isn't it?
I was getting blown all over the place on the bike, but other than that, it was perfect.
Yeah, nice blue skies. That's what I love this time of year. Say goodbye to that, though. Stormy skies are back.
September's kind of known for that until it changes,
it's
right?
It's a little fickle.
Thanks.
It's called Walk and Roll to benefit the Spina Bifida Association of Kentucky. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Shriners Hospital today.
It's called Walk and Roll. The event helps Kentucky families living with spina bifida.
Deanne Stevens is out and about today. She joins us from the Shriners Children's Hospital with more. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at Shriners Hospital, where on Saturday morning you can be a part of Walk and Roll. It is all to benefit Spina Bifida Association of Kentucky. Aaron Gillespie is with us with Spina Bifida Association. Spina Bifida, let's talk about first what it is for folks who may not be familiar with the birth defect, and how can folks learn more about it. Saturday would be a great way to start.
Great way to start. We'll have a booth, an information booth about spina bifida, and you'll see kids and adults that are affected and their families. But spina bifida, like you said, is a birth defect that happens within the first 28 days of gestation. This means the spine doesn't fully develop and it's open when the child is born. So that causes paralysis, brain differences, and some bowel and bladder issues.
And it does affect the entire family. Aaron, talk a bit about that.
Well, you know, when you're born, they don't usually just have one surgery. There's a lot of specialist appointments. There's multiple surgeries, maybe on their feet or their back or their bowels, shunts for their hydrocephalus. So it is an ongoing thing, and so their families have to learn about resources that are here. They have to. So I mean, it's a very encompassing effect.
Well, there are ways that everyone can pitch in and help, and Saturday is a great way to do that.
SBAKWalk.org if you want to start a team, but also you can just come out and walk with us and have fun. We're having a carnival, food. It's going to be a great community event.
You don't have to be a real athlete or a marathon runner either,
that's why
right?
it's called Walk and Roll. It's a very leisurely stroll.
Okay, 9:30 is registration, 10:30 the walk kicks off, and Aaron was telling us it's like a big fall festival, so come be a part of it. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Fans of David Bowie can check out some of the music legend's favorite pieces of art in Tim Burton's peculiar new movie debuts in the States.
Suzanne Marquez has those stories and more in your Eye on Entertainment.
Stars of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children walk the red carpet in Manhattan for the U.S. premiere of the new Tim Burton movie.
I knew you were one of us when you were born. It's time for you to learn what you can do.
Eva Green and Samuel L. Jackson co-star in the fantasy film, which is based on the best-selling novel.
It's just fun to be on set. You know, Tim is always bursting with ideas. He's pacing. It's just fun, and he surrounds himself by people that he really trusts. It's always kind of more or less the same crew.
Zach Galifianakis joined co-stars Kristen Wiig and Owen Wilson for the Los Angeles premiere of their new crime comedy, Masterminds.
Police are calling it one of the largest cash heists ever.
The movie is about the second biggest bank heist in American history. Masterminds is based on the Loomis Fargo bank robbery in Charlotte, North Carolina that happened back in 1997. Masterminds opens Friday. And David Bowie's art collection is going on the auction block. Around 30 of the 400 items are on display this week at Sotheby's, New York, including a 1984 Basquiat painting and several portraits of the late music icon. The collection goes on sale in London in November. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Hollywood.
Adele's newest album has officially made it to diamond status. The Recording Industry Association of America reported that the pop star's third album, 25, sold more than 10 million copies as of last Tuesday, and that's just in the U.S. alone. Albums reaching diamond status are not typical, but Adele has managed to do it twice in a row. Her first diamond status album, 21, was propelled by hit songs like Someone Like You and Rolling in the Deep. That album hit the 10 million mark in 2012, nearly 2 years after its release. Her most recent album, 25, broke a personal record for Adele, earning diamond status in less than a year. Adele is currently on her North American tour, which will run through November 21st.
One elementary school has teachers seeing double, and a university soccer player sets a new NCAA record. Those stories ahead.
Today is one of those great fall days that we have been waiting so long for. You would just like to bottle it up and keep it.
I know. I don't think that's going to happen, Amber. As is true usually around here, Chris, things change pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially this time of year. We're starting to make that transition, obviously, into the cold weather months. It's a slow transition, but we are heading in that direction. 70 to 75 showing up across the entire region right now. Blue skies over top of us. Humidity levels are awfully low. Just basically a perfect fall day across the Bluegrass State. Defender Radar Network really bearing that out in a nice fashion. You got nothing going on in terms of clouds or precipitation. That will change in a hurry, though, as we go into the day tomorrow with showers and some thunderstorms that will be on the increase, and we'll track that in greater detail with an upper level low coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's track the traffic, live drive traffic. Here's Officer Don.
Well, still working a couple of collisions, including a new one at Georgetown and Berea. That's a non-injury, and they're still working one at Versailles and Delmont. One lane block there on Versailles Road just prior to the intersection should be cleared here shortly. As far as drive times go, we're good to go to Frankfort. It's 27 minutes to Winchester, about 25, and Richmond 24 across the Clays Ferry Bridge. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. One school that is definitely twinning presidential candidates take to the sky at an impressive goal. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Okay, so if you happen to walk into Michigan's Sterling Elementary School, you may feel like you're seeing double. Well, that's because there are a grand total of 11 sets of twins. With less than 300 students in grades K through 5, the twins range from identical to fraternal. Unfortunately, the students at the school are not going into the Guinness Book of World Records anytime soon. That's because they would need over 24 sets of twins in one school to beat the record.
Okay, surely you've heard this next phrase. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it is just flying Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Most of America tuned in to see the candidates go head-to-head during last night's debate, but folks in San Diego are seeing both take to the skies. The 3D drones were created by a local designer who says he isn't looking to take sides, but just wanted to have some fun. That would make you stop and turn your head.
That's a little strange. That's good. How many things can you do in 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3. Well, you can probably say that sentence in 3 seconds, but this University of Mary soccer player did something much more impressive in that time. Megan Searson now holds the NCAA record for fastest goal ever scored. Just 3 seconds from opening kickoff, she blasted a 54-yard shot, then went right over the goalkeeper's head.
That is pretty impressive.
That is fast. Way to go.
Good for her. All right, please stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.